I've been your friend, I've been your friend. That's that Rihanna song. I always start the live with something funny or just something ugly. But what's good, chat? I'm just getting home. I got my Dunkin'. Like, y'all gonna see the lives now with a Dunkin'. Okay. I'm very grateful for the Dunkin' people. People that be working at Dunkin', the 2 locations I be going to, they be quick with it. Everybody else, customers. I'm talking about the customers. Them customers, how you walk up in there and you don't even know what you want? It's too early to be trying to read the whole menu. You gotta know. Sense. All right, I got my 2 cups. What's that Lil Wayne song? 2 shots but forever. 2 shots but whatever. Or whatever he said. Yeah. I'm debating if I should put my Dunkin' on this ladder. I don't know how I'm gonna do this shit. How do I do this every time? I'll be your friend, I will be your man. I don't even know the words. Zibby dibby 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 dabby day. You wanna walk with me? Oh, oh. Thank you for the like. That's what we cool. Big face cracking down. All right. So I went live on like TikTok for 2-3 days in a row. I was just testing it out. I'm still not even at 1K on TikTok, bro. They finessing me so hard. But I just wanted YouTube people to know where I'm at. Because you want to know where I'm at and when I'm coming back. McConan. I love McConan. Thank you for the like. McConan is making a comeback. If you know, on a Tuesday, got your girl in the club. You know, he's coming back apparently with some music. I've been watching his lives, bro. I've been like the first 3 to 10 people to join. What's good, everybody? We gonna keep the chat good. Chill. And there's no reason to be nasty in the chat, okay? Thank you so much. Hello, everybody. So, yeah, thank you for the likes. We're going to keep the chat chill, and we're not going to talk about people because I do talk back. Memphis in the building. What's good? All right, there's 28 people in this chat. We need to go and garden, and then I will talk to you about what we have going on. For people who have short attention spans and they be like, well, this live isn't interesting, so I'm going to leave. Just hang on. Hang on. New here, welcome. I'm Ashley. I'm a fiber artist and I'm also a yoga instructor. We did yoga and wine yesterday. That was so fun. So you can go watch. I manage like 11 platforms throughout the entire week. So just give me some grace, bro. I'm the one nigga out here that's trying. I know there's a lot of niggas out here trying, but 11 platforms. So if you check my Instagram, I have like 4 Instagram pages. I have my personal, then I have Ashlee CrazyYoga. That's the yoga page. If you're interested in, I'm going to show you what a fiber artist is. If you're interested in learning about yoga, I've been teaching for 10 years. It don't look like it. I've been teaching. I'm almost 30. And people have been like, recently at my markets when I go to them, like, you can't be like 19, maybe 23 max. I'm like, I appreciate you, but I've been around the world now. Okay. Anyway. So I've been teaching yoga for 10 years. I'm a sound therapist. I work with singing bowls, crystals, tuning forks. I do Reiki. I'm a Reiki certified instructor. If you're interested in doing Reiki and all that, you can learn that all about that on my yoga page on my Instagram. I really try to stay organized on these platforms. If you're interested in fiber arts, getting some new drips, some clothes, I make home decor, I do paintings and all of that stuff. It's kind of a mix on my YouTube because you just get to see what I'm working on throughout the day. But if you want to specifically follow the arts and crafts that I do, my Instagram and Facebook page is Confidential Goods. So if, bro, I've had like 6 commissions. I appreciate y'all so fucking much. Gangsta's Paradise. What's up? So, fiber artist, what the heck is that? I was just gonna show you my craft room really quick before we get into the gardening. I need to pull my windows up, but my main thing is yarn. I do punch needling. I make rugs by hand or sometimes with machine. Um, my main medium, I guess, is using yarn. So I'll make a rug into a pillow. What? Yeah, I made this rug and then I made it into a pillow. One side says welcome, the other side says go away. This is hand stitched. I make a lot of rugs. This is a Nike rug. It's a shoe. I make big and small ones. We're gonna be working on a corset. This is gonna be chasing dreams for real. We're gonna be working on a corset. My friend dropped this off. We're making her a custom corset with my yarn art on it. What? Yes, I'm gonna be like embroidering yarn into this corset. So if you want to see that, stick around. I'm just giving a recap. If you're new, I can turn anything into from a rug, like anything. So 95% of my shop is recycled art. I recycle all the jeans that you see in my shop. I patch them up. I'm about my shit. I don't know what to tell you. What they say, catch up mustard, you gotta catch up. This is another commission I just finished. Like, I'm so fucking grateful for y'all. This is made completely out of yarn. Respectfully untouchable. These are my business cards, so you can get the gist of what I make. Crazy to say, most of this stuff sold. I only have the fire jeans and this pillow. Everything else sold. This is the business card. You can screenshot it. I have an actual like office, a storefront. You can stop in and say what's up. And this is where I do my yoga and I have my shop in store. We're on the lower level. So I'm in Mequon, Wisconsin. You can hit me up. And this is another rug commission that I did. Bro, it's been 4-5 years. So like, I've been an artist my whole life, right? And then I'm gonna be the one nigga to tell you, because like, I don't know, sometimes people just need somebody that look like them, or just somebody that's really speaking like the same thinking pattern that they on. Don't listen to people. What are you talking about, Cameron? Wait a minute. Stick around for the flame. It's always gonna, like, remember I started off the live saying we're gonna be kind and considerate, because you're not just gonna come into my live and then just start going off the wall, right? No, Cameron. Because the whole, like, this is what niggas don't get. There's a way to say it funny, but you don't even got a profile to roast you with. So you need to get the roast, because we are respectful in Ashlee Tuck's live. Thank you for the like. You have not been here. I've been freeforming for like 10 years, bro. I did like a 10-year freeform, then I cut my hair. This is like, my hair has grown this much in like 2 years, which is actually pretty crazy. What's up with Cameron? Do you need to go on a timeout? This says Cool Mom Club or whatever it is. Mom level is, I don't tolerate that. What are you saying? Wait, are we asking about things to get us in trouble? I don't want to talk about that. I wouldn't bring that up. But if you're interested in rugs and stuff, eventually, I've had this canvas stretched for like probably a month and a half. But I'm going to be coming out with more coasters. That tote is full of just coasters, handmade earrings. We got rugs and stuff up in there. I don't know, Cameron. My YouTube is monetized, but I'm not going to teach you. It took 10 years. Like, I was working with a corporation. This is how long I've been on YouTube. I worked with a corporation. They were doing payouts before YouTube even was paying you. It was like a partnership. We're going to blast it. And then them niggas, whatever. I don't really give a fuck. I care about actually making sales from my website and interacting with actual people. I don't really, it'd be cool to make the passive income, but like, they're not gonna push my shit. I'm too real. I don't know what to say. I'm too real. But we're going to be sewing. So If you're here for the vibes and you're here for sewing, stick a while, stay a while, whatever they be saying. And before Cameron lose his mind again, Cameron sounds lonely. I have a family, I'm married, and I work for myself. So, and you are on my page, mind you. So when niggas need a check, you know, I gotta just check people. It's like, I'm not even trying to be like nasty. I came on this, yeah, on the toilet just spewing stuff from both ends, bro. Chill out. On YouTube, bro. You a little lonely? Oh. I don't know what to tell y'all. Just a hustling ass nigga type shit. You, oh, there's still some in there. It's really just how you market yourself. If you get the monetization shit, that's cool. But yeah, every single platform, I'm so grateful that I've been able to make money from. Whether I'm monetized, but like YouTube don't pay me. Like, you know, I be getting orders. So that's how I be making money as an independent artist. And I'm a contractor. I teach yoga. I've been doing this for 10 years. I've been getting like a lot of content on my TikTok geared towards me of like, you are the 1%. There's going to be 99% of niggas that going to say, oh, I want to do YouTube, or I want to do art, or I want to do yoga. This is just from, I'm just saying it from the things I know. And then they stop. I have been doing this for 10 years. Was good, everybody. Yeah, I was just saying we're going to keep the chat respectful. If you actually want to hear some knowledge and stuff like that, then you can stay. But if you just hear to just be crazy, that's cool too, but just keep your mouth shut. You want nigga too? I be just be saying nigga. It's whatever. As long as it's in a respectful way. Like, but if you come at me crazy, we already talked about that. You gonna get it. And I did a TikTok. It's just like, bro, I'm not the type of nigga, as respectful as I try to be, I'm not the type of nigga to be like, okay, you can just say that to me. But if I actually know where you live, or I know where you work, and I have to go there, we're going to have a conversation. Hey, everybody. Corty Farty, I don't know who you are, but like I said, we're just going to keep it like respectful. I've done confrontations on my YouTube channel. Niggas want to talk about me in my shop or whatever. Like, you know, if you have been following the saga of, I don't know. I don't want to shit on niggas because like, I'm trying to be respectful. I don't know if niggas is out of the country and like, they just don't know better, but I've opened 4 storefronts. I have a lot of experience of, renting commercial spaces, and I'm only 28. So, I'm just trying to keep it respectful with niggas. But like, so anyway, when I was in Racine, I was there for 2 years and niggas really tried to play with me. Thank you for the likes, y'all. Niggas would like, they was doing some crazy shit. This is what I was sharing on my TikTok. That's why I wasn't on YouTube. I'm trying to go live on my YouTube. Like, if you're new here and if you're returning, Monday through Friday. But it's like iffy because now I'm getting some more like private contracts that may affect like the morning live, and I take my son to school too. I'm saying, so like when I was in Racine, niggas was like really trying me, bro. I had like, it was like a mall setup, right? So I was renting, like, I had 2 spaces in this mall area. I went from a smaller space and I went to a bigger space, right? Niggas really tried to play with me. I had like a table outside with all my handmade stuff. I'm not buying shit off of Temu. The stuff you see on my Instagram page, handmade. I've handmade, I don't even know, I've lost count. At least 200 plus handmade items. Jeans, rugs, paintings, all of that stuff. And I'm still getting over a code too. So just be respectful. Niggas was like, they would put like little napkins behind my art like I wouldn't notice that shit. Niggas went into my shop when I was moving from my small store to my larger store, and then they tried to take my shelves out as soon as I took my security cameras out and moved them to my other unit, my new unit. Then I go around, I'm gonna confront people. If I gotta tell you, get a backbone. and be about your business. This is your business, and you're not gonna let a nigga just run over you, bro. Whether it be in the chat, and I don't know if we're hollering up in here, or people in real life. Never let somebody like run over you. Niggas went in there and they took my shelves. I go into the little Facebook page. This is all documented too. I leave a whole paper trail because I don't want niggas to get confused and be like, I didn't say that. I have you on YouTube live saying some bullshit. Niggas got my video taken down though, because they was trying to, because I was talking about a PDF file. There was a PDF file at the Midwest market, and every time I brought that up, niggas was like, don't talk about that. We don't want a bad name. Y'all niggas is crazy. You are condoning it. You're allowing this person to be amongst children like that. The Midwest market was an area where children frequent. There was a lot of shit, and I documented all of that shit. But like when niggas stole my shelves, I went into the Facebook group where all the store owners were. I'm gonna get to the comments in a second. So where did my shelves go? Nigga delete my comment, the admin. He wanna act like he had power, right? And so I'm like, he private messaged me. Kind of like some let's look in a circle type shit. Where's that? The meme of the Scooby-Doo people with the magnifying glasses, and they ended up walking in a circle. That's what that nigga was trying to do with me. I'm like, I'm not new to this. So we find the shelves, some other nigga. I'm like, who has keys to my old store? The store was still in my name, right? The store was still in my name for 2 weeks until my lease was up. Who went into my shop and didn't go through me to ask, like, what, you know, can I use these? Are you using these anymore? Niggas just went in my shop. That's what I mean about like, and I went in and confronted them niggas. Respectfully, I'm saying this, but like these Latino, these Mexican niggas was trying to say we don't like black people. There was only 5 black shops at the market. You gonna say you don't like black people? Okay, that's cool. But if my son says hi to you, and he's like, he was 1, 2, 3, he was real young, right? You gonna say hi to him, okay? That's just being disrespectful because a child is innocent. You can have a problem with me. I don't give a fuck. I told that nigga we can meet outside. That nigga got scared. I saw that nigga in the bathroom. I confronted them again. But I'm not trying to get hot. I don't play with my comments, and I don't play in real life. You want to disrespect me, I'm coming to you. We was in the bathroom. She's like, you can meet me in my shop. Coincidentally, I didn't plan this. Coincidentally, we was both in the bathroom. So I'm like, so you have time to talk now? Nigga hurried up and ran out the bathrooms and tried to act like they had to be at their store. Nobody was in the store shopping or like needed help. That nigga tried to get out of my way. So don't think you can be slick and big chested, but then you don't have anything else to follow it up with. That's all I'm saying. So thank you. What's going on with the comments, y'all? Let's just say hi. Why are we being mean to each other in here? I just wanted to be respectful, but wait. Temu is legit, I suppose, but off the backs of people who deserve to be paid more. What's good, Wilson? What's good, everybody? Yeah, I'm just, you know, I keep it a bean, nigga. Like, and having a child, absolutely not the one to play with. I'm a Pisces, and I'm emotional, and don't let me get emotional. Because, no, I'm just saying, like, we're not going to be, I'm just saying, thank you for the likes, y'all. I always got to set it straight because I'm still a small creator, and there's going to be people coming in and out that don't know me and they think they want to troll and do. I don't do the trolling, okay? The hair is nappy because it came from my scalp. And thank you for subscribing. It's literally the whole, you can't come onto my channel. Everything has been documented. How these big YouTubers be like, I documented this, and then they come out with a scandal. That wasn't documented. And my whole life is on here. Like, respectfully, into the means that I allow y'all to see. If you go back, like what, 2019, 2018, I was freeforming. This channel is about freeforming. This channel, I've done freeforming on this channel. Yoga, I have whole yoga videos. If you really want to get into yoga, you can watch that. You can become a member of my channel, and then we can start doing like live videos again. I was trying to do them on Wednesdays, but we got to figure out a schedule because my son is in school now. I was going to my office to like try to film the lives, but I don't know. So, yeah. Anyway. To move my hand. There's like a little bit left. You don't do yoga, then you don't have to do yoga. If you want to just chill, that's what I'm saying about this channel. We can just chill. We can just talk. Some people don't do art. They just like to see me do art, or just, have a funny conversation. That's all I'm trying to have on this channel. My whole thing, I opened the youngest Black-owned yoga studio in Wisconsin. All I want is community on here. I just want to be able to bring people together, because there's always going to be just people who, and you seeing in this political climate, I don't be trying to get on there, but how people just want to be divided. I've always just wanted a space where people can come and they can be themselves. I don't know what the question is, or there's like a little bit left. What's good? Just real nigga shit. I don't know what else to say. I can't think of, like, I listen to so many like lyrics, and I embody so many lyrics. So yeah, like lyrics are like mantras to me. If you don't know what a mantra is, it's something like that you repeat, and it's something that you're trying to like manifest. What's good, everybody? I don't talk about my child. I don't want to be one of them people that just be posting their child online. I didn't post nothing about back to school. That's all of them photos and things like that are for my family, my immediate family. I don't be sharing him. Like, when he was little, I posted a baby picture, but no. I'm just very proud of my child. It was like a year ago, before kindergarten, I'm an adamant going to the library type of person. So there was like a challenge, have your child read 1,000 books before kindergarten. He did that 2 years. Now I guess 3 years in advance. He already has read 1,000 books. He got his first certificate for doing that, and he has a book dedicated to him at one of the libraries that we visit. So yeah. I don't know why niggas have to bring sexuality in it. Usually when people start talking about I don't know if those words are doxed, but their orientation, they may be struggling with it. So whenever like we spew like negative or evil things to people, it's really a reflection of how you feel. I've been married to my husband for 6 years. And so like when people are, yeah, thank you so much. I hope you're doing amazing too. When niggas want to say that type of shit, they're probably like, I don't want to say senile, but there's definitely like a cognitive defect that these people are experiencing to feel the need that would be comfortable to say. It's comfortable to say that online, but it wouldn't be comfortable to say it to my face, because then that would be serious. That's all I'm going to say. He works. People have jobs. So you can see our wedding video on my YouTube channel for niggas who just can't get it together, that are lonely, probably on Christian Mingle or some Bumble. I don't know what y'all be doing now. I haven't had to date in over 10 years. So I don't know what's good with people. I'm almost 30 to say that. You're 19. Yeah. I just like a cool, chill, mature group of people. Like, we can be chilling. Yeah. A lot of... He is hardworking. My goodness, he is so hardworking. I appreciate him so much. He would come to my yoga retreats. He helps me at my markets just to set up the tent. So if you guys go to my community tab page, you can see I really try to take the time to plan my booths, the layout, what merchandise I'm bringing, all of that stuff. It's a 2-man tent, so he sets up He helps me set up my canopy, and then, you know, because he works, whatever. That's what I'm saying. Like, niggas can't be comfortable no more. What's good, Wilson? Thank you. No regrets is having... Every single one of your comments has been held for review because you got a nasty mind. No regrets. And I just want to put that out there for the other 14 people watching. No regrets should be on the registry. Every single one. God bless. Every single one of his comments has been held for review. I wish I could listen to music. So that's the one thing. What's good, everybody? We got a lot of new people up in here. I wish I could play music. That's what I was going to say. Bro, the Kid Cudi. If you're not a Kid Cudi fan, I don't know what to tell you, man. Kid Cudi came out with a new album like the end of August, like early September. And I don't know if I can say the name because it has a rug, because this is a rug channel, right? We make rug. It has a rug. It's a rug, right? Popiate. I'll just change up the first letter. Popiate. That song on Kid Cudi's new album, if you know what I'm talking in code, I love that song. That song is on repeat. He go, back to tenderness in the rain, just a kiss. Damn it, it's the beginning to mean something, something to rivers down the sidewalk. It's just the perfect amount of hums. Like, if you are a humming nigga, you like songs with hum. I don't know. Kid Cudi is the GOAT for humming. So, old Kid, yeah, old Kid Cudi. Okay, but listen to this. Listen to this. I be listening to the old Kid Cudi too. And what was it? The Man on the Moon. He's done Man on the Moon like 80 million times. I'm a Kid Cudi fan, but I don't know the albums like that. Because I listen to him like all the time. One of them was like celebrating 10 years or something like that. 10 years since the release date. That was like within the last week. That was popping up on my Facebook that one of his albums has been out for like over 10 years. That's crazy. I was dipping and dabbling with the new Kid Cudi. We have to go on my computer and pull something up. I'm going to have to like kind of cut out of my live so I can get the reference image, because we really need to start this commission. Shit. It's just a nug. We need to start this commission. If you're been thinking about getting a rug, bro, with 50 Cent, what was this? I have like a smoke playlist. Like, I be in a trance and I'll have like, it was like last year, I was like, hey yo, na technology. That song I would listen to, or the song Have a Baby by Me, Baby, Be a Millionaire. That would be like one of my smoke songs. And then Hate It or Love It or whatever, that song, that used to be like my drive off song like last year. I'm just an ugly ass nigga. That's it. Like, I don't care. Like, but with a good heart. I don't know. We care too much about how niggas look, bro. It's really how, I mean, the looks will come with how pure and how good of your heart can be. Who's ugly? I appreciate you. So there's a lot of slang. Thank you for the likes. There's a lot of slang on this channel y'all need to become aware of. Touch God. I'm about to touch God, if you get what I'm saying. There's a song. So that's what I'm saying about the lore. Me and my husband. My husband was showing me this song, and I don't think the song name was Touch God, but in the song, he's like, Mama touch God. But like, we say that every time we're about to. Your brother is ugly. Be nice. Hey, from Australia, NemX. Please forgive me. Like, I really don't be trying to like. I need people to say their names to me audibly. Something else I wanted to share too, because we don't think like that. Sometimes we just don't think like that. As a yoga teacher, I have to think like that because there's so many different brains and so many paths of life, right? There's people that can do things by seeing people do things. They learn by seeing things. There's people that have to feel things. There's people that have to hear things. And I think there's three of them. there's been studies possibly of a fourth one, but like you have to feel it like kinetically, or you have to feel it in your body, like actual movement, if that makes sense. So it's them. Okay, cool. But yeah. So I learn people's names. I have to hear it. Like I'll see it. It helps, but hearing it will help it cement in my head. But yeah, I think we left off on Kid Cudi or 50 Cent. My artists, Kid Cudi, Juicy J, Hippie Sabotage. If you don't know about Hippie Sabotage, you need to. Probably my top 3. Kid Cudi, Juicy J, Hippie Sabotage. In no particular order. And then I was listening to Future a lot. And Lil Uzi. As of now. Thank you. Have a good day, Nem. What is my style of what? It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. This is my husband's room. Everybody has their own space in this house. Like, and that's how I've always tried to have it. Everyone has their own space. I've been trying to hold back my coughs. What's good, y'all? Freedom of speech. What's up? Hit it for real though. What's good? No, see, for real. You do y'all see what the one comment that slipped through from No Regrets? He needs to be on the registry. I'm not responsible for holding the comments, No Regrets. This nigga is getting mad that his comments are being held, but he's literally saying like idiot and using profanity. That's why it's being held. I don't own YouTube, so freedom. Okay. See, when I put you in a timeout, it's never 10 seconds or anything. It's the whole 24 hours. Like, that's what I mean. We just chilling here, all right? English or Spanish. I had an inside joke. What was it? A baba googie. It was from a cartoon. You just start babbling. English or Spanish. A baba googie. Now I can't think of an ugly joke. Don't make Sean come out here. Y'all ain't heard of Sean Strong. That's another lore y'all need to know about. Sean Strong. When I first cut my hair, I had super long locks, right? Go back on the channel. When I was editing videos, I want to get back into editing videos, but like when I was editing my videos, I'll come back for that. I was doing a freeform lock journey, right? I forgot what I was saying. I know this nigga is mad. This nigga is like, he got his fist balled up while he's typing. This nigga, I don't have something to prop y'all on. This nigga is typing like this. He's so mad. He's like, whoever that No Regrets guy is, or if they're still here. Let's see. No, that was before my locks, but this was prom with my husband. It's Dusty, but this was me and my husband. We were dating. Man, that shit's dusty. I had to dust in here. I dusted the fan blades yesterday. I didn't realize the mirrors got whatever. This one got warped a little bit, but this was our wedding. And this video's on my YouTube. You can see the wedding day. But I'm trying to find, this is the one with my locks, but it's kind of cut out. I don't know if I can shake the photo. Thanks. This was me and my friend, but like that's how long my freeform locks like got. And I think that's when the year I got pregnant. And no, I had him for one more year, and then after, then I cut them. But oh, we were talking about Sean Strong. You need to know the lore of Sean Strong. So Sean Strong, he be talking like this. I got a cold, but that's how. Glasses, thank you. I don't know where those went. I don't think I have those no more. I used to get like a lot of cool like steampunk ones if you go way back. But you can't see sideways. What's good? You can't like use your peripheral when you're when you got, I came all the way over here. When you got them steampunk glasses on. I've been selling these in my shop. I think I have 2 more of these left. Pink and purple maybe. And I had a bunch of silver frame ones or gold frame ones. And I had like blue, purple, yellow, green, pink, purple. I already said purple. Maybe five or 6 selection, whatever. But now I have 2 of them left. I'm thinking of discontinuing them because it was like one of the first products I had. What's good? It was one of the first products I had, but it wasn't handmade by me. I was thinking of doing something else to the glasses, but selling them as is. And I do have like most of my shop is handmade stuff, but yeah, I'm chopped. I feel like I'm talking in circles. So this is the corset I'm going to be working on. It's a mesh. I'm going to be stitching over it. So this some BS, y'all. I go to Walmart because I'm like, all of the Michaels over here, they're so fucking far. And the Walmart over here is so fucking ghetto. So it's just like, what the fuck? I miss Joann's. So if you know on this channel, there were Joann's trips and there were Joann's fucking hauls I used to do. Now it's like, because Joann's had everything. I could shop there and leave that mug with like spending 50 or less. And I got like, what? I would have bags full of stuff, man. Most of this yarn over here is Joann's yarn. But now I got to start switching my yarn to this booty brand. And this brand is from Hobby Lobby. I don't love this yarn. I really hate that I have to buy this yarn. If you got a good eye, you can see that the tension of this yarn, the yarns don't match up. And you know there's different lots. If you get like a mustard color, I don't have them where you can see. If you zoom over here, you can kind of see that mustard yarn is, these are they're different, you know? So now I have to do a whole new swatch list. What are you talking about, Ashley? I had to do a whole new swatch list. This was all my Big Twist brand. This is what I mean. So then I can know what the yarn is called, the brand. This was all Big Twist. As you can see, most of it was Big Twist. Big Twist had 64 colors to choose from. And I love this yarn, which I hate. I hate saying it because it's like it don't sit right with me. I don't like saying stuff if I don't believe in it. And this is why I say there's so many stories on this channel. You go into the 4 agreements. One of the agreements you have to have with yourself is to be impeccable with your tongue. I don't love this yarn, but I hate that that's the brand name. Anyway, I have a cold, so I don't know how you feel any better. Y'all brought us here if you want to be on some crazy racist shit. Didn't y'all bring us here? I said I have a cold. So Mo would like to have some the spotlight on them. They joined my live, but they wanted to have a spotlight. So Mo thinks that he could ever be what I am. He could ever write. See, this is why I don't like being a mean person. You could never write an Amazon bestseller, right? If y'all didn't know, what was it, 2020? I got contacted and I wrote an Amazon bestseller. Who information on here? What's the name of the channel? I got bookmarks. This is my information right here, my story right here. I don't know if you ever sat down with some editors. Whose name is that? I don't know. But as always, you know what? What did Chris Brown say? I don't see how you can hate from outside of the club. You can't even get in. Let go. That's what I was saying, West Coast. You can leave too. This live is just for people who are chilling and doing art. If you want to be nasty, I'm going to address it. Like, what is you put the message public, right? So now we have to address it. It's kind of like when the bad kid is acting up in class and then everybody has to wait for the bad kid to get it together so we can move on. So don't be the bad kid. That's it. If you want to sit here and enjoy the live, then you can enjoy the live. But we're going to address, you're not going to just get away with saying something nasty on my channel and think, oh, she not going to say nothing. Nigga. Anyway, so I'm going to be making this corset. West, I keep wanting to call you West Coast. I don't care about you. Or I don't know what to, I don't know. Anyway, so we're going to be doing this like yarn. And like, bro, I'm trying to say, like I said, every time the bad kid act up, then we have to stop, address the bad kid, and then come back to the education. So my matching skills, I feel like were pretty on point. Well, I did my best. I could not find a direct match. We have two options we could maybe choose from. Hey, Jamaica. We're not talking about politics. Happy birthday. I matched the yarn with the floss. So I think I did a pretty good job matching them up is all I was trying to say, or I was trying to tell the class. This one I had trouble with. This is another, I love this yarn. I don't. But I did my best. This was the Walmart what they gave me. So I'm like, we could either go with this color or we could go with this one I thought matched too. There really wasn't, I couldn't find an exact match. So chat, comment the numbers if you choose to. I'm not forcing you to. This, I got like these interesting things. I did give him a shout out. This is 6, no, it was 8, what is this? I think it was 807. It's kind of worn out. My friend gave me an entire, like, her whole embroidery floss collection. So I had like these interesting discs. They all stacked together. You can see it on my TikTok. I had like a video with these in them. But comment if I should use 807. I was trying to find a match. I don't know. Or should I use 3844? I know it's blurry. I'm going to just lay them on top. 807 or 3844. That's what I'm going with. This is what I had on hand, and then I went to Walmart, and I'm like, well, I'm going to just get 2 of them. So I feel like, me personally, I'm leaning with this one because I know I can now buy it in person. I don't know if I can find this color. That would have to be like a special order, probably from the DMC website. So, yeah. Did I grab my water? I need to get my water. I was about to say, I'm like, is it already? Oh, we went back to, I was showing you all my photos. what are we doing today? We're getting into this corset. Oh, doodle! It's like a light bulb went off. I can use my iPad. Because I drew it there. Okay. But today I'm actually gonna. I'm a what they call it? I'm a jack of all trades, if you will. My friend asked me to do a corset. I make paintings. I took most of my art to my shop earlier this week. But I can use a direct image. This is what I'm going to be doing. We're going to, so this is what I sent my client. Thank you for the likes. We're at 20 likes. That's really cool. We're going to be using the yarn to trace, and we're going to have like outline flowers. And I'm going to use the floss to hold it down. The top part is going to be, that's the whole vibe of my store. Is the early 2007. That's my shit. If you like, so I always tell people, if you like flowers and if you like cow stuff, like cow print stuff, you come to the right place. The top part is circles. These are gonna be roses. I'm gonna do a rose stitch. Bitch. There we go. So that's the color palette, and that's how I matched my yarn. You can kind of see. With the tariffs, it may be high, but if you really wanted something, we could talk about it. Having something custom made. So I need to go blow my nose. I'm going to mute it because I know that people may not like that. So like I was saying earlier, if you like flowers, you would really like my art. This is a yarn painting that I made for a friend, a Japanese cherry blossom. Everyone asked me about bucket hats. I could paint you one. I do have one. I was planning on like doing like a tie-dye thing, but it's already a white bucket hat I have, and I could like paint over it and like do some embroidery. You know, that would be cool. I could paint. So if you would like to send me a message on my Instagram, which is just confidential goods, or you can email me at shopconfidentialgoods@gmail.com. If somebody is interested in this, I do have a bucket hat. I can paint black splotches over it, and then I could embroider the word goods, because you know my brand is Confidential Goods, and if you've seen like my goods hoodies and things like that, that could be really cool. So that's why I say you could, or if you don't have it, you can email me. You can email me at shopconfidentialgoods@gmail.com. I have that. It's just a blank, just plain white bucket hat. But I could like that's an idea to put some cow print over it. I had some hats I was going to attempt to tie-dye. They've been in there for like over a year now because I keep getting distracted either with a commission or like something off my list of things I want to create. If there's anybody out here that is an artist or wants to be an artist, I always stress this. Keep a running list of your ideas, then you'll never run out of something to create. I have a Word document that's now 2 pages long of ideas, and I just pick from it, I make it, and then I make sure I take a picture of it, and then like, oh yeah, I remember making that, and it was difficult because there's always like a new element or something I need to learn when I'm making my stuff, my art, right? Then I can like refer that back to that. We're getting full circle here because then it's something I saw, something I spoke about. I spoke life into this actual project, and it's something I did and worked on with my physical hands. You know how cool your body is. You know, your body stores stress, but your body stores memories and muscle memory. So you know, if I ever want to redo a project, I can redo it or learn from it and refine it. Okay. Anyway, that was probably a very high topic, but always keep a running list. And I rotate my mediums too. So I do yarn paintings, I make rugs, or I'm doing embroidery, or I do make digital art, so drawing stuff, bookmarks, magnets, buttons, pins, you know, stickers, prints, that stuff. I'll show you all this too. So if you're new to this channel, this is like why we have to just take a moment, and I appreciate the people that have stayed here. We have to filter through the haters and just the actual trolls, and then there's actual like really cool content on here. This is a jacket that I've been working on. It was a birthday jacket a few years ago, I think in like 2023. I wanted to have the back embroidered, and then it's going to be a project jacket until it's completely done. What do you mean the body doesn't store memory? You should read, was it Louise Hay's, The Body Keeps Score. Do I have, look. This is a book I actually had to read. This is a book I had to read for my yoga teaching certification. You have to know about, there's like science stuff that you need to learn about, anatomy stuff you need to learn about, histories and backgrounds of people, different demographics of people. So I have certifications of teaching children and certifications of teaching seniors, people in certain traumatic issues, and how to properly lead a class for that, you know, keeping safe spaces. There's a lot that goes into yoga teaching. Anyway, I probably talked about this book years ago. I documented my entire yoga teacher training. Y'all came with me to the hotel. I couldn't film inside of the actual facility, but I always did like a recap of the stuff that I did. So this book, got this on Amazon. Did it come? I did not get they did not give me the CDs, but if you get a new one, you could get the CDs probably that go along with two guided meditations that was in the book. I was just reading it solely to read the book. But this book, I know it's reversed. It says Your Body Speaks Your Mind, Your Body Speaks Your Mind by Deb Shapiro. Your Body Speaks Your Mind by Deb Shapiro. So I'm going to show you. I read this book through. I've highlighted through the book, and I use this book as a reference when I'm working with my clients. It is a yoga book. So if you give me an ailment, I will tell you how Deb Shapiro, Shapiro, Deb Shapiro. Why I say this book, I love using it as a reference to help my clients. Epilepsy. Epilepsy, page 165. We getting off on a tangent, y'all, but I love it. All the way highlighted. I have a code. I'm really trying to speak these words, y'all. Epilepsy or seizures. This is where the brain has a seizure linked to an electrical or nerve disorder. It may be grand mal, a complete loss of consciousness with a shaking and convulsion, and a falling to the ground with possible frothing at the mouth and biting of the tongue, or petit mal, which is far less severe, being a break in consciousness for only a few seconds or longer. Seizures are seemingly unpredictable, but there can be links to previous head injuries or brain traumas. Alcoholics and drug addicts have a higher, I can't say this word, endocrine of epilepsy. Causes may also include metabolic imbalances, but its nature and epileptic fit response represents an internal breakdown triggered by unexpressed pressure that overloads the circuit. It is as if you are being seized by emotions. If you are unable to express your inner fears, insecurities, or concerns, whether real or imagined, the pressure will build up inside until there is an overload. Such a break in consciousness implies a separation between relative reality and your inner perception. The separation may also be between yourself and the divine, for the epileptic fits are known to occur during mystical states of emotional frenzies or devotion, as if the level of ecstasy being experienced is too much for the human brain, and circuit breaks a circuit break occurs. I hope that makes sense. So I use that book to help people can kind of see if any of that lines up. I would say 90%, maybe one or two people out of the 10 years have said this doesn't align with something that has happened. The book's not wrong. So I've had maybe one or two people in my career say that this book doesn't really line up. For me personally, I can share. You have have a level 3 award in medical sciences. Nice. This has a little award here. Nautilus Book Award finalist, whatever that means. Nautilus. It's not gonna show. But so I'm saying, as I can speak from experience, I looked up what wrists meant. My wrist kept getting sore. We got this pulled up. We need to get to work, y'all. I didn't even show you my whole jacket. There's a lot going on this jacket. So reading from this book, and I'm never gonna tell you something like I'm telling you, bro. There's all these YouTubers out here, and they just gonna lie just to sell you something. I'm not gonna just tell you. I have 10 years of experience. There was a point in my career before I opened my yoga studio. I was teaching like 17 classes a week. Yoga teachers don't get paid like a normal job where you work from 7 to 3 or something like that, right? I got a 7 a.m. class. I got to get there about 6:40, and then I leave around 7:20. But I only got paid for that 1 hour, 6 to 7, or 7 to 8, 7 a.m. class. Then I got an 11:30 class. I go back over there, work for an hour, come back home. Then I got like a 6 p.m. class. All right, I got to go over here. It may be a different location. Then I'm going to come home. 17 classes. So I'm a yoga teacher. I've been a yoga therapist. I've been teaching for almost a decade. I've been teaching since I was 19. The whole journey, bro, is on this page. But that's all I'm saying. So teaching 17 classes. I'm like, why the heck are my wrists hurting? Maybe I'm just overworking them. That's the first thing people think. We're going to get into a lot of shit right now. Being a Reiki teacher, practitioner, I tell people what you think. That's the first inception of it, is what you start to speak. It becomes your, what you say. You start speaking this into life. You're giving life to it, whether it's positive or negative. Then that becomes your reality. So you need to watch what the fuck you're thinking about. You can't make Tuesdays. I do virtuals if you want to set something up like that. I do have an open schedule, and I'm Central Time. That's weird for them to ask how flexible you are, because the description of the class should either be beginner, intermediate, or advanced. And those should be in the description saying that this class is perfect for beginners and people who have not stretched in a while, something like that. Intermediate already have a pretty standard or on consistent practice schedule, and you're looking for more of a challenge. Okay, come into this class. Advanced, we probably doing handstands. We're going to be holding the postures a long time. We may be doing some balances, one-legged balances or something like that. That's what you can expect in an advanced class. That's how they should have put in for this description. Anyway, what's up? You heated that? Yeah. So anyway, the book, right? I'm teaching 17 classes a week. That's what everybody's going to tell you. Oh, you're just overworking your body. But how did it get to that point? This whole time, I'm probably in this, like, I don't know, this repetitive pattern. Go teach, go to bed, and that's kind of it. Not thinking of how to get out of it. Eventually, I did get out of it. And then I had people coming to me, and I wasn't commuting so much. That's really how, the simplicity. I hate driving. I had gotten a car accident the day after Christmas. Of course, I had to teach yoga. This guy was reading a book on the fast lane after my class ended at 7 p.m. This nigga makes me fishtail. So if you remember my Beetle, I had a Beetle. There's so much life on here. Y'all just need to go watch the old videos. But that Beetle, that was like my fucking dream car. I said I really want to get a Beetle when I get some money, when I'm able to drive. Nigga reading a book on the freeway. He had the fucking light on the top of the car on. Book was in his lap at night, bro. The book is never that serious, bro. I'm just trying to get home. Anyway, that was probably the break of why. Did I? I'm not sure where that lined up, but where I realized, okay, I need to just stop driving. The more times you're on the road, the more of a hazard it's going to be, or more the probability of somebody being crazy on the road, you know? So now, honestly, I only have like one class a week I have to go out to go teach. But teaching 17 classes a week, right? People are going to say it's all in the wrist. It's just, you're overworking your body. Maybe you should come off. So I started doing more auditory teaching. But there's people that need to see you, So it's like, it's hard. I'm teaching a lot of beginner classes. These people, and I'm not saying it in a mean way, are not ready to hear it auditory. There's a lot of terms that they have not heard before since they're beginners. So I need to demonstrate it physically on my mat. That's why I kept going back to my mat. I pulled out this book though, and it's like you are stretching yourself in too many directions. When I looked up what wrist meant, you are stretching yourself in too many directions. I should make a manual. What is going on in the chat? But yeah, great book to check out, just to read it. And then after you read it through, you can use it as a reference. It's got stuff that talks about asthma. I'm just, wherever my eyes fall, it was on constipation. Didn't mean to do that. But digestive process, hypoglycemia, etc. There's a lot of things you can see. What is going on? And I highly suggest anybody who's choosing to be a troll to go watch the previous part of this live where I have to roast every single person that comes in here. I say, thank you for listening. If you want to come in here and be the disruptive kid, I'm going to correct you. And the whole class is going to have to wait, bro. So just you need to listen to that information. I have a good collection of some really great books y'all should read. We already did like a little book haul. So this was a jacket that I made. I put the confidential goods on there. I got this. We hosted a Girl Scout yoga class. Let me see what other people around the world are doing. Yeah. And I put these little rug elbow cuffs on. So these are handmade. And then this says Unbothered Bitch. B-I-C-H. And this is all hand embroidered. Okay, there you go. Now y'all can see it. This can only be hand embroidered. This particular stitch, the Lazy Daisy stitch, can only be done by hand. You cannot replicate that by machine. Thank you. So this is, yeah, I'm a lot of things. And I'm saying that respectfully. I, I don't want to be the YouTuber when people get mad for repeating themselves, but it's easier just to call myself a fiber artist. I make a lot of things. I was showing our friends here, I make yarn paintings, I make clothes, I do embroidery. We're going to be embroidering a jacket, and I already showed y'all the flower thing we're going with. Yes, everything's art related, but my goal at Confidential Goods is to make art. I need to adjust the brightness. Art that you can wear and then that you can coexist in your home with, your whole aesthetic. So I use a lot of the same color palettes. You can shop with me. I need to get my website on, but if you have Instagram or Facebook, you can check out like my whole gallery of stuff I have. I make stuff for men and women. I try to make unisex stuff, but I understand. I have sweatshirts on there that are hand embroidered, hand tie-dyed. I can show y'all this light. What the fuck? This light is getting old too. I have to mess with that later. I make rugs, so I make home decor stuff. I make pillows. And my goal is also, like, if you are moving into a new space or you need help redesigning a new space, I'm really just trying to live out the That's So Raven and True Jackson VP. If you remember those two shows, that's literally how I'm trying to live my life, which sounds funny. How Raven Simone was this fashion designer. I'm like, I've always wanted to make clothes. Eventually, I want to get into sewing, but for now, I do everything by hand. And I use machines. I have like a Cricut and I have like a tufting gun, but most of the stitching, all of it is by my hands. And I've been doing that for like the last 4 or 5 years. And how True Jackson was, and she was like a fashion designer too. That was my shit. I was watching that. The Facebook is Confidential Goods. If you want to get anything custom by me, you can email shopconfidentialgoods@gmail.com. The website will be up eventually. I'm sorry. Like so many people are asking, and then I got these commissions, and like commissions are my priority. I don't play about my commissions. Every time you get a commission or you ask me to do one, if I was working on like some products to fill the shop, I stop. And then the priority is my customer, the customer that has paid me extra to make something one of one, So it's crazy. I think I made about 30 or 40 rugs. Way more than that. Well, if you count like the little coasters, but for like big rugs, like, whoa, 30 to 40 rugs. I've made like 10 pairs of hand embroidered, hand tie-dyed jeans, all of that. Oh, you guys can shop in person too. I need to try to, if you're local in Wisconsin, I'm trying to mess with this light. This light, I don't know if it's something with this cord, but it don't be turning on. It's weird. What? Yeah, turn the brightness up. That's crazy. I feel like this lamp is slowly dying. It's like a magnifying glass here. It's a magnifying glass. I'm trying to zoom my hand out. And it's really bright, so it helps over here. I feel like I'm gonna need to buy another one. I have it on the stand because it's easier to move. It did have like a clip mount where you could like clip it to the side. Yeah, I'm in Wisconsin. No worries. Wisconsin, yeah, I'm in the Midwest. That shit's coming eventually. All right. Yeah, this was like the shit I was telling y'all. All right. So we're going to be embroidering yarn onto a corset. I've never done this before, but every commission has just pushed me to want to be better and just make really cool stuff. If y'all ain't seen, I did eels and escalators from SpongeBob. I made those into actual dice, and my friend has those. I made a plankton rug. I did it entirely by hand. Like if it's a larger rug, I'm going to usually use my tufting gun, but I did it entirely by hand, punch needle. That's on here. The pom-pom rug, I just brought that one back to my office. It's 96 hand-wound pom-poms. Yeah. What's up? Thank you, Alan. The rugs are 2 by 3 feet, so the size of this frame, or smaller than the frame, they have to fit within there. So 2 by 3 feet, if you can kind of see what that looks like. 2 by 3 feet is nearly this table here. I don't know. I have to move my camera. Right now I'm doing a sale. They're $280 for a 2 by 3 foot rug. It depends on, I could do a SpongeBob sky. This color did remind me of SpongeBob. If I can find the image, so I make rugs, I use a projector, and then all I have to do is trace and make sure I match the colors. This guy, you know, it's weird. This guy looks in my window every time he walks down the street. It's weird. This has spikes on it, so I'm gonna do my best to show you how big is 2 by 3 feet. Is this big? Can you see that? Let me actually, if I can put it, it's the width of this table, but like it's still on a weird angle. Prop it on my chair. That's 2 by 3 feet. It's pretty big. You could use the whole rectangle, but like if you have something, it just has to be sized a little bit, and you can get like an edge, or I could do like an outline. If it was like a person or something you wanted me to do, I would do like a white or black outline of them. So like their limbs and stuff, like if they had hands or loose rugs, I put an outline around it. Or you could just, I can do the whole background. So if you wanted symmetrical, like rectangular shaped rug, I could just do the whole background rather than an outline. So I do half frames and I do full frames. The half frames are $185 and the full frames are $280. So if you could imagine splitting that down, half size I would say is like this, roughly the size of a doormat. And I started making the rugs with non-slip backings, so you can put them in the bathroom, you know, just be not like by the tub. I would do like, if so, the toilet or the sink area of your bathroom. If you wanted a rug in there, we do have non-slip, but don't, you know, saturate your rugs in water. All of the rugs come with rug care instructions. I'll show you. So this is how a custom order looks. You get a business card, you get rug care instructions, so if you spill something on it or whatever, and I make a custom ribbon. So I burn the ends to give it the little crisp on it, and then I make the custom confidential goods ribbon. And this is what I'm talking about with the non-slip backing. So if you had a hardwood floor or something like that, it would stay in place. Yeah. This is a half frame. This is what a half frame looks like. You can see on my TikTok. Oh. I'm getting text messages. So you can also, so people know, you can pick up in store. You can go to my shop in Mequon, Wisconsin and pick up. Otherwise, I would probably ship it through UPS in a box, and then the shipping is like $25 now. Because I just shipped a painting to Atlanta and it was like $23, but the painting was the size of that flower one I showed you. But right now, this is my only commission. My friend's going to be dropping off their leather purse. If you need me to fix anything, send me a picture of it. I'm going to be trying to stitch her leather purse up. If you didn't know, I made an entire like I don't know, I don't want to say the brand, you know, the brand with the H. I made like a replica. This brand reached out. It was the first time I learned how to stitch with leather. I made an entire purse. My friend actually brought the purse, and now it's in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. But that was my first time ever working with leather. And people keep asking me, like, are you going to make another purse? Bro, I don't work with leather. Now I can't see the chat. What's going on? It's all right. Right. You can work with leather? You work with leather or you can work with leather? Thank you for the likes, y'all. I've only worked with leather one time. I had to learn how to do a saddle stitch, and that was pretty cool. All right, so this corset, what I wanted to mention for everybody to be aware, this corset is like mesh, and there's like little bars that I don't want to go over. There's like 2 sets of bars, and I actually might end up going over. So I'm gonna, let me bring y'all over here. Don't get sick. Here. I'm going to, can you see this loop? Here. And best jacket. Oh. Oh, that's cool. You can make animals in the jackets. I was in. Chevy's tripping in the chat. All right, so this is like the loop. I'm going to, all right, well, this gives me a kind of a view of what I'm going to be facing. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to try to do a 5 petal. So I'll have to start bunching it, but it'll look something. What if I start it with the loops and pre-cut it? That's a big step. This stuff is actually easy to pierce through, so I don't need like a heavy duty needle. All right, I'm trying to show you what I'm trying to do. It'll look something like this. I'm trying to get my fingers out the way. No, that shit looks fucked. It's hard to show you because my fingers kind of have to be there. It's gonna look something like this. Can you see the... My fingers have to stay there, but I'm gonna try to keep it a continuous string. So I don't... Oh, I don't know if... Ooh. If I should start with stitching the middle part and then come out and get the extra loop part. So like I should just try to stitch them all so they're close together and then come around, you know, and stitch this part. Try to anchor it, I guess. Thank you, Slow. Y'all need to chill. What is going on in the chat, y'all? Y'all need to be put on the registry. I always make like off the wall art. I need to, you know how YouTubers, they be making art and, or like they be making like t-shirts and shit for their thing. There's so many like funny lore jokes on this channel. I should be like, y'all need to be on the registry and put that on a t-shirt. That'd be funny. Good morning. I work with acrylic yarn. Oh, I was debating if I should do like a chalk outline. This is the difficult part. The birds are chirping. I have until October 24th to finish this. That's where it gets a little tricky. We did 4 strands, which I shouldn't have done. Fuck. I was gonna use this as a... Oh, I'm chopped, bro. I'm chopped. I shouldn't have made this stitch. I'm gonna rethread something else. Hang on. Hang on. I'm chopped. I have 4 strands. I just realized I have 4 strands. I'm tired too. I'm doing 4-strand wagon wheels, and this was specifically threaded to go at the top, not at the bottom, or not where this is. So I'm gonna just cut it out and re-knot it. I need a different. I don't need 4 strands to do a cross or just a little satin stitch. I'm tripping. My fault, y'all. My fault. I'm gonna do a different thread because I already had. I don't need like a. You'll see what I mean. I don't need a fat line. This is 2 strands, so this is gonna be like 4. It's gonna be 4 strands going through, 2 strands to thread. Where the gold tip ones? Where the gold tip needles? The fuck are my needles? Where he? Oh, I took one out. Fuck. This one's just really sharp. I don't want to reach in and get a new one. I'm chopped. Bear with me, y'all. What the fuck? I'm tripping. Okay, for those that don't know, on this oopsie, and I caught it. Yeah, this shit's sharp. When you get floss, you can either use all 6 strands and make like a 12 pull through stitch, or let me see. Let me see where my entry holes were. Or you can split the thread, that's all I was trying to say. Alright, for realsies. I'm about to check the chat in a moment here. I don't know what's up with that light. I think it's slowly dying. Why we getting mad about Germany, y'all? We need to just chill. Have you tried bleach spray? I have not. I'll show you. I've bleached blue jeans before, and I bleached, or I tie-dyed some hoodies before, and then like I always add like embroidery to it. No diddy, just try to get it on the tip. No diddy. I do 3 strands across. Oh, I've seen people do that. It's cool. Shake your dreads. So I wash them and then they get like really stiff. But I put some grease in it. Grease. See, fuck that light. I need to just bite the bullet, y'all, and go in my box and see if I can find another. I think I do have another one, but then I'd have to rethread it, bro. Okay, so to explain a little bit more, yours is past your shoulders. This is 2 years. My hair grew this fast in 2 years where I was able to finally lock it. I was taking a hair growth, and mind you, this was postpartum, and you get the postpartum hair loss. So I cut like buzz cut, bro. I had super long hair, super long freeform locks. And if it was hair, that shit would have been super. But yeah, you white. Your hair is red. I drive a Lexus. Yeah, this would be a good needle for denim. This is sharp. Okay, well, okay, so what I was saying earlier, you can get your, when you buy your floss, okay, goodbye. When you buy your floss, you have 6 strands. My eyes itchy. You have 6 strands, and then you can split the strands. You can already see, like a makeup brush. You can see you can already split it into 6 different strands. Yeah. So I'm gonna do, depending on how thick of the stitch you want, and you got to make sure you know, if you get 1 strand, you actually, because you have to tie it, you're going to do 2 strands are going to be coming through the hole. If you have 2 strands, it's going to be 4 strands once you double it, knot it, and start sewing. If you have 6 strands, you are going to have 12 strands. If you take this as is, so you better have a material that has large holes so that the 12 strands can fit through. Yeah. And I can tell y'all, I learned that from experience. I'm a self-taught fiber artist. And I was making a sweatshirt for my husband, and like, what, I don't even give a fuck to go into all of that. But like, however, like the holes on the hoodies, they're like, they're all right sizes. You need to know this before. If you're getting into embroidery, you can always split your strands and make your floss go longer than it. I think I paid like 56 cents, which is actually a lot. We've come a long way with these tariffs. It's crazy. People used to pay way less for this. I think I paid like 20 cents one time shopping in there. I think they probably was a sale, but like 20 cents for one another. That's pretty cheap. But with fiber, so I was stitching the sweater, and I don't think I split the string on the hoodie. I'm like, damn, like this is like the hardest. I can't get my needle to go through. I probably was not using the right needle, and I did not split my yarn. That's why it was just hard. Yeah. Okay, so this is what we've been doing. We are on 27%. We're going to be like top stitching a flower. So I didn't need 4 strands. I'm going to be making a rose, and I'll see if I can find a rose to show y'all what I'm talking about. It's a wagon wheel stitch, but I only needed some skinny little, too many brokies. What? Why are you in the chat to begin with? You seem like a person that doesn't value much in life. So I got it to match. That's all I was just trying to explain to the chat. I did one loop, or I got the yarn holding in place. I'm going to do a little loop. We don't need to talk about cars. I'm like, that's not what this channel is about. I'm going to do another stitch, and I'm going to loop it. That's what I'm going to do. I was trying to show y'all that's what I was going to do anyway. So we're going to loop that, do a stitch over, and then I'll be already on this side, and I'll start stitching this down, right? Then I'm going to come back here for like 2 more stitches, throw out another loop, okay? Not sure how far I'll get. This is, y'all, everything is by, I closed the screen. Everything is by hand. Then the Cash App, I'll tell you, the Cash App is confidential goods. If you for real want to help people, or if you want to just be somebody that thinks they're above people, which is not what this channel is about, you can excuse yourself. There's nobody holding you to it. I gotta see what's up with this light. I think this light is on its way out. Or sometimes it overheats. Is this hot? Let's see. Yeah, what is going on? Something with the electrical. And I don't got time to fix that. Oh well. At least it's the morning time. It would suck if it's at night, because then I'll need to buy another light. Whew. Y'all, sometimes you just gotta take a break. I almost forgot. What time is it? I have to watch my time too. I can't go too long. I've been trying to wear these more because I work so much with my hands. I finally got some gloves. I was using like a rinky little, thank you for the likes, y'all. Using like a rinky little wrist brace, if you've seen that one. Y'all were reminding me, make sure you use your brace. It was like constant punch needling I was doing. Bye. What is going on? I don't know what's happening in the chat. I'm just trying to craft. Oh. Not enough sipping, Ashley. Oh, okay. We've gone on several tangents. Have a good day, Slow. My phone is like on 25%. The lives, sounds funny enough, the lives suck the life out of the phone. I have to be careful too. It's just like a wrinkly. Material. Come on. No. I'm trying to see how close I can get. I'm gonna put some fabric glue like around the holes just in case too, because this kind of seems like a snaggy kind of material on the back, this satin stuff. This shit keeps tugging, bro. Get it together. Don't want to stab myself. All right, next pull is gonna be here. All the way over. Yes, that's what we have to do. Okay. See, it's always easier said than done. Because you remember I was like, oh, we just gonna do the looping, gonna do and be done. It's never that fast. It's called slow fashion. I low-key have to cut the yarn. I don't think I'm gonna need that much though. But it's always better to be prepared than not have enough. I'm making a corset. So, because I need to feed my string through, there's plenty of this blue. 3 times I need to use the yarn, so I'm like, I think it's gonna be enough. Is this a factory knot? I'm about to lose my mind. I'm about to say, like, bro, I wound this yarn. Better not have no knot. Some, because my knots don't fit. What? Imagine saying that in the booth. This nigga talking about what? Somebody call 911. Sorry, only dancer. That's nifty. Thanks. I've got to cool her down. Imagine. He was cooking though, and now he's in jail. Ain't he? Isn't that Sean Kingston? Bro went to prison. That's crazy. I've got to cool her down. Ooh, that's gonna be something. Like a birthday cake. See, we made a loop. Go like the fire. Go like fire. You can never see this shit because it's always folding over. But now we're gonna lay the loop down and then we'll make another loop. 6, 7. I had to be ugly for a moment. Now I have to lay this flat. Somehow. The first loop is actually very important. So don't fuck it up. Y'all know I'm being ugly, right? What? Oh. Scariest thing I heard, never stitching in the bed. I will always be in here stitching unless I have my punch needle, which is literally the size of a pen, like a pencil, like a marker. I would say like them kids, the thick markers, not the skinny ones, the thick marker, kid markers, right? A punch needle. That's the only needle I'm bringing in the bed because it can't detach or nothing crazy like that. People be embroidering with these small needles. This lady said, I think, oh, she was like, be reading the most wildest shit. You do punch needle? Hey. I'm going to eventually get to that. I have to do this corset, and then I need to mend a leather purse, and then we'll finally get to the punch needling. She said she swallowed a needle in bed, bro. What? Never. Never. Bro. Never. That's what they be saying over here. Never. Bro was tripping. Taking a needle into the bed. Where you gonna rest your head? That is terrifying. Sean had to get in there. You gonna rest your head at night and you gonna put a needle in the bed with you? And you gonna turn on your favorite show knowing your ass finna fall asleep. I'm being ugly. Oh, it's looking so great. Cool like the fire. Cool like fire. It's 9:44. It's a challenge because I have stabbed myself. I have to keep the material flat. Would that make it look weird if I put this in a hoop? Then that would maybe hold the material flat. I have a small hoop. Rivers down the sidewalk. That shit in my head, bro. Then they turn the lights off. Na na na. Lord help me. Bro was forcing it. This is what I'm talking about. Wait, what's going on? You're watching from Kenya. What's good? My finger is stuck. My glove finger got stuck. You sub? Thanks for subbing. Thank you from Kenya. All right, here. So that's what I was saying we was doing. See how that color match? Crazy. Crazy work. We're going to be making outlines of flowers. And then this is what I'm saying. I don't even know if I'm going to use this color. But I'm going to use the floss. And we're going to do some French knots for the pollens. That's why I need to make sure I have enough of this color. So, yeah. Probably going to stop by 10. I need to check my phone. I turned my notifications off. Who is bro? Niggas always be pooping in my yard, bro. Got your ass on camera. You better clean that up. Thank you. I said this like earlier in the live. Every commission I get just pushes me to my fullest potential and stepping out of my comfort zone to try things I've never tried before. This person contacted me and they're like, I want to see you put some yarn on this corset for my costume I'm going to be doing. I'm like, okay, we gonna see. Bro, as soon as I got the photo, these were the several renditions, by the way. We on 20%. I kind of feel like a break is coming up, though. Laughing, but very serious. These were the several renditions I did, so you can even see. That was the color. I did this on a cracked screen. My son cracked the iPad screen. I'm thinking about giving him this one and fixing the screen, and then I need a new iPad so I can have it to myself, and then he's not, like, asking to watch TV on it. You know what I mean? Not in a bad way, but... Or if I should start doing stuff on computer. I prefer iPad and Procreate, and people are like, you need to vector it, and then... I don't know. But these were the several renditions. So this was the final one I came up with, and they said they loved it. I was going to do something like this. And this was like the first idea. That's what we got going on. But we decided to do this one. Oh, see, I like the program Procreate. Yeah. Bro, I'm not even trying to be like that. I would make life so ugly, but like in a funny way. The lore of ugly is just means funny. When I say ugly, I mean funny. If I had like scene change music like Hannah Montana, whoa, whoa, you know, shit like that, it would be some the ugliest. All right, y'all. So we finna go get some Dunkin'. When I get home, I'm finna take the fattest rib. That would be so ugly. I like when genuine people finally show up in the live though, so I appreciate y'all. We had like a lot of trolls, but I appreciate when like genuine people be coming in. Welcome. Take a seat. Looking ass. It's been so long, been such a that Balmain jeans by Kid Cudi. Shit. It's now a meme in my head, my own personal meme I've created. Let me take off your bum. I feel like that was a low-key ad. Where are you, sister? That's low-key kind of far. Actually, it's not. You like my weirdness, thank you. Okay, like the scariest thing is literally just getting started. That's what I'm telling y'all. Just keep doing the shit. Then the shit be like, whoa. Now you getting it. I'm worried. How am I gonna put this on this type of material? Andy, looking ass. I mold this over for like 2 days. And then they gave it to me like Tuesday. I'm like, oh no. Carrie, like, you should just send them a refund. I'm like, nigga, come on. You gotta at least give me a chance. Let me just try first. Cause like, the fuck. I'm like, I can do you can do anything you put your mind to. Yeah, it will be. Lol. Looking ass, bro. This is why I'm online too much. Touch my body. Keeping it on me. Keep feeling on. I've been listening to Throwaway by Future, and specifically when the song switches up, I'll be playing it on full max, bro. If you don't know the song Throwaway by Future, the music changes and it gets like scary. It's like, go on for that nigga, get it over with. Go on for that nigga, get it over with. And I have it like on max. So, like, it's so loud. It's like, 9 ain't mean not much to you. Can't be that one. Do you feel better about yourself? Do you feel better that I left? Future was a monster. That's been my song. That's been my drive off song. Does anybody know how to solve the issue when you're driving in traffic? Because sometimes I have to pick my husband up and I'm like sitting in traffic for a moment. It makes it a 10-minute ride on the freeway turn into like, I don't know, 20, not 20, that's kind of, maybe 15, 17 minutes, a couple extra minutes. Because niggas literally can just go straight. That's the problem with people. I don't know what happens in traffic where you all have to slow down. Who wasn't going? Never mind. There was like a video I watched about debunking. There really does not need to be rush hour traffic if you just didn't brake check and you just held the speed with your foot off the gas. There was like some type of philosophy of that. Anyway, when I'm in traffic, my car is trying to connect to somebody else's phone. So I'm like, how do I put a password on there? And it'll be messing up my song. I'm like, not the connection, bro. Took me out the whole vibe. And the song gets sped up. Like, what the fuck, man? How under your... We're gonna get one loop done. How do I listen to my music max? Look at that. I can change it up. It really depends. Am I on demon time? Then I'm gonna listen to some Future, some Juicy J. Yeah. If I'm chilling, I'm listening to like some Kid Cudi, some Hippie Sabotage. If I like I have like a rock and country playlist. And I'll be listening to, I gotta see who on there. Was there somebody called Siren? I don't remember that. Corn, I'll be listening to Smashing Pumpkins. Some, who them people? I'll be listening to Daughtry, them niggas. If I'm listening, cause like, bro, if you get high and then you just hear him, he was like, they was really spitting. That's all I'm gonna say. And then I'll pull up to the yoga class. All right, let's finish one more stitch. And then we gotta like double this up. Ouch. I think I'm going to a baseball game. My husband said his friend invited us to come. I said I want to go to the baseball game for the hot dog. I don't think I've ever had a baseball hot dog before. And like now my husband's just getting into sports. So he's so cute. I think he went. Did he go this weekend to a game? It was earlier this week he went to one. Now we need to double up the string. Oh, yikes. Mark my words, I'm ball without you. We've made it back. Jack. Bro, pick a lane. Shark this one. Let's go. always poking through a fucking knot, of course. Yes, the noises are necessary. All right, one loop. I'm focusing, chat. Just give me one moment. Sensei is focusing. Focus is good. All right, tied that off. That's what it's gonna look like. You listen to everything but your old school. Thank you for the likes, y'all. So that's what we did. We're gonna make each petal. So I'm gonna swing this out again. Damn, this is zoomed in too much. I'm gonna swing this out again. And we're gonna go whoop. Not like that. Thank you. Thank you for sticking or stopping by. But see, I'm gonna have to keep like flattening the fabric. But now I can just sweep it around again. But I actually have to get going too, chat. If you wanna join me for another live, I'm gonna today's Friday. So I try to go live Monday through Friday. I'm not gonna go live Saturday because I teach and other family activities and things like that. Sunday, I'm teaching at the Sunday is free. I have a free Sunday, so I'm probably just gonna chill. And then Monday, during school hours, I'll be going live. Like, you can catch me like around 8:30 to like 10. I think I'll try to do 10, depending on if I need to do any admin stuff on the computer and stuff like that. So yeah. But thank y'all for being here. Now I kind of know where I'm heading. I need to stop at the craft store and see if they got this in stock, because I'm going to be real pissed. You see how much of a direct match that is? If I can't find that. I was only able to, we're just going to use this blue, or for this blue. I'm going to do that. And then to, we match. And this yarn is like an exact match. So thank y'all for being here. I'm going to charge my phone briefly. And then I will be on with my day. Have an awesome day. You can catch me on TikTok. I'll be making little videos over there too. TikTok's just my name, Ashlee Tuck. You can send me an email for custom orders. I'm taking rug commissions and yarn paintings because I'm currently already working on a stitching project. I have 2 back-to-back stitching projects I need to finish. So nothing embroidery at the moment because those do TBT, I guess. They to be determined when those get done. Stitching takes me a little bit longer. But thank y'all for being here. You can shop confidentialgoods@gmail.com for custom orders, and you have an amazing day.